Welcome to episode 1 of me playing through the game What Happened to Edith Finch. Actually, wait, what's it called? It's called What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, I don't really know much about this game at all. I found it on the Steam sale and I was like, okay, that's a price I like. So I opened it and I was looking at the reviews and I think it won Game of the Year in 2018. But basically, I think the story follows this individual named Edith, and you basically have to figure out what happened to the rest of the Finches. So let's let's go ahead and jump right into the gameplay. And like I said, I just now started this game. I've never played it before and I really don't know much about it. I think it's mostly like story based. Gotta open the book.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Ooh, we're in the woods. Anything behind us? Oh, this is, I guess this is where
Someone
we
had
got
put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
I'm not used to playing.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Okay, I'm not used to playing games with the story narration like that. So this is gonna be a first for me. I'll try not to interrupt the story too much. Milton. Got one of them Burger King crowns on. Alright, he's gone. I'll keep that in my mind. That's the zoom button. Ooh, that is a funky looking house.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I was trying to see if there's a run button, but I'm not seeing one. There's 2 different zoom buttons. Let's check the mailbox. This is a really good looking game.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I don't think that got opened. Do I have to close it? Ah, there we go. That is a really neat mailbox. If I had any woodworking skills, I would make this mailbox. It's like a mini replica of their home.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
You know, if I was rich and I had all the money in the world,
In a will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
This is the kind of house that I would have, just out in the middle of the woods. You gotta like actually walk down this crazy path.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I'm already hooked. Do we go up or down? I like this path. You can hear all the frogs and the crickets.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
And I already feel bad. The brother's missing and everyone seems like they're, you know, gone, and she has this whole story, this whole mystery.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
sorry. I just like the sound of frogs.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Like, I can see that. I don't really know the context of anything that's happened here, but I would probably still live in this house.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay. Watch, this is just gonna be a case of Monster House and the whole house ate the entire family. Oh, Gary. Yeah, I've got the key.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
What's the point of a key then?
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Let's go one of them grandma chairs in there. Alright. So let's go find the right door then. Got a nice lovely porch swing. Guessing grandma or someone was in a wheelchair. Or maybe like a hover around. Gotta go, 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 and your hover around. If anything, I'll crawl through the cat door. Oh!
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I'm probably too big to crawl through a doggy door. What kind of car we got under here? Can I whip her out? Man, they've got a lot of this Gary's potting soil. They leave anything in the freezer? Nope. That's a really odd project to start and then just leave out. I'm just gonna put a piece of wood up on the freaking clamp right there. Oop, light switch.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
And you wouldn't turn it on if you were going back?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
What? This is such a nice kitchen.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
One of the filters on the sink. You're drinking clean water.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Must have been good. Probably smells really bad in here. What is that noise? Is that just the air coming through the vent? Alright, there's some more family backstory. Where to go first? Let's look at the cooking book.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Hope you didn't leave the cat here. Just abandoned the house, left the cat. I mean, it'd have a crap ton of tuna to eat.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Well, don't think I can go in there.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Guess we'll check out downstairs before we even venture up.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I can appreciate the Bigfoot logo. Ooh, I don't want to go downstairs. Wait, is that what the
Mom
key's
always
for?
told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Okay. It's also one of those things, you know, a glass door wouldn't stop me, but it's alright. I'm built different. Ooh, that's a nice coffee table.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank like Atlantis? Oh. The thing about playing games like this is I feel like I'm just missing some things because I'm not looking in the right way. And I'm sure most of it triggers.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Oh, they ate that Chinese a lot. Look at that. I'd take a bite. Try a little noodle. Wouldn't hurt. At the garage. Oh man, they must have had a big old fight. Grandma, you're going to the nursing home. No. Ah. Throws the plate. Knocks over the wine. They beat up Grandma, and then they have to leave. Flee the country. Grandma's broken. Grandma's dead. That probably is not what happened. Got a bunch of book readers.
After Milton
Nerds.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
You good, Edie? I think the letters probably guide me. That's a low Loch Ness monster out there, I'll tell you what.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
That's rough. Yeah, that's pretty creepy in there. Poor Molly. She liked rats. Look at these little rats. It's a rat kingdom. The rats got Molly. I don't need to play the rest of the game. I already know what happens.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
This is so cool.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Your mom sounds crazy. Respectfully. This is so cool. Uncle Walter had the coolest room. I mean, I haven't seen the other ones, but...
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Well, there's secret passages then.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
What?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
That's so cool. Just look at that window, look at the cup.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
You late to
Reading
the
this,
game.
maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
You know this place would be messing up
Just
my
like I had no
allergies.
idea where all this was gonna lead.
That's cool. That's so cool. Poor little plant. That's the saddest part so far.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Don't tell me the gerbil's still in there. Okay, that's a toilet paper roll. I was about to say, how cruel are these people? No closet? Or I can't get in there?
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Well, I guess that's all we gotta see of Molly. Can I take a sip of that, like, 50-year-old water? Mmm. Water. Oh, wait, there's a journal.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I'm Molly now.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
That's why she died. I'd eat the goldfish first. I thought about it. Yeah, you thought about it too. Okay. Alright, well, we won't eat the goldfish. It's fine. I really thought we could. How's the plant doing? Okay, so the plant was rough before Molly died. A whole starfish. Molly, you curious son of a gun. I'll tell you what. You had your own bathroom? That's what I don't understand. They closed up an entire bathroom?
Eating.
Molly OD'd on the paste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I'm pretty sure that's decorative, Molly. Don't do that. Can we?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh no. Molly, just go to the fridge.
I was a cat.
I'm gonna get you.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I don't think they looked at anything. Where'd the bird go? I am speed. Ha.
I
Ah!
jumped and I almost got her.
I'm angry. Come here, bird. Oh man. This is how Chris learned he would not be a
I
good
could tell
cat.
she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
That dang old mama bird, yeah. Where is mama bird? Ooh-wee, mama bird, come here.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Alright, I don't know where I'm I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay. Alright, alright. So I gotta...
Rabbits.
Going for the kill.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay, Molly. I get you.
A mama rabbit.
Where? Is that the mama rabbit? Wow.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm a shark. I'm a shark. I'm an owl. I'm a cat.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
They sunk a whole boat. Alright. Oh, don't go up, don't go up. This is hard to control. I'm here to feast. Dun 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 dun. It's Shark Week, baby. You know, if I can't really tell if this happened to Molly or if, you know, Molly just went crazy after that
I
whole
wanted fat, juicy
tube.
seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
You know, this is probably just that active imagination, as they call it. Dun 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 dun.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What are we now, Molly? Oh! Oh, okay, I get it.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh
I
my
was
goodness.
big, but I moved real quiet.
All right, Molly.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
What are we gonna do with a drunken sailor? We're gonna eat him. I'm all tangled up.
last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
About to eat a whole continent.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh, we about to eat Dookie. Oh no. We're in... Molly, are you gonna eat yourself?
I got closer and closer.
Oh no, that's a gerbil.
All my stomach started growling.
Okay.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What? My hands are sweating. Don't tell me that's what happened to Molly. She's just gone?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I believe that. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Well. Gum. Well, we just figured out the story of Molly, and my goodness, that was kind of crazy. I'm really loving this gameplay so far, and the story is wonderful. The graphics, the elements, the world, wonderful. This is so I'm really enjoying this. And if you guys are enjoying this, let me know down in the comments, and I'll do the entire playthrough. And then once I get the whole playthrough done, I'll just upload it as one long thing. But for now, this will be the end of episode 1 of figuring out what happened to the Finches. Welcome to episode 2 of figuring out what happened to the Finches. This game has such a long name that I literally can't remember it. It's like What Remains of Edith Finch. Yep, that's right. That's what we're sticking with. We're gonna go with that one. I know I messed it up in episode 1, but I got it right this time, and that's all that matters. So last time we explored the story of Molly, and she's unlocked now on the family tree. And I'm just gonna go to the next bedroom and see what happens. Honestly, I don't know. This game's still so exciting. But let's go. Let's go to get into it. So, like I said, we were still in Molly's room. We just learned that the monster probably ate Molly, but Molly was the monster. I don't know. It's super confusing, but it was a fun little adventure we went on. That starfish has been sitting here the entire time. Oh yeah, these are the window. Oh, so maybe that wasn't the end of Molly's story. Alright.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Whoa, why does it change color like that? Spooky. Alright, that's kind of crazy that, yeah, they named the cat after Molly, and Molly was like, I turned into a cat. I don't know if that's insensitive or not. Because this is the grandparents' room, I guess. Because remember, he was just standing there. Seems like the house just has a funk to it.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Can we shut that window?
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
That's sad. Why? Oh, well, I mean, we'll find out why Lewis died. We got Barbara, Calvin, Sam, Walter, Holly. Oh man, I can't see. Don, Gus, Gregory, Lewis, Milton, Edith.
Her room was like a museum.
Okay, that's it. Her room was like a museum. Yeah, this thing's crazy. Crazy. Built 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That is just like the worst way to go out. Yep, he's good at building stuff till he didn't build it well enough and it killed him.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
We got the lake trip, the photo award, Conspiracy Now home movies, my friend Bigfoot. All right, so they're Bigfoot people. Me too.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I don't think I like the. It is kind of a weird vibe too that we're having to like break
Even
and
in their
enter.
90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
There is something funky about this floor.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
That's what I'm saying. The whole floor is the bath mat. They left all their peels out. That's a whole lawn chair. Bathing with bleach down there. I don't know about that. Uh-oh, another secret door. It's crazy that all these secret doors have the same lock.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Oh, maybe this isn't the secret door.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Okay. Oh. That's really cool. If I ever build a house, it's gonna have a bunch of secret tunnels. Secret tunnels.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Say cheese. I don't know. This kind of gives me like murderer vibes. I've got a secret photo room in the bathroom. I mean, that's what I'd use it for. I feel like there was more in the other room I should have explored. Aw. I feel like there's just so much history in this room. Oh, look at that. They're just they're two brothers with different tastes. Oh. Let's go up top. Let's go to Fort Sam. Jump on the bed. Oh, can't jump on the bed.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
To the command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh man, this is so cool.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
What?
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
What's he gonna do? No, no, no. Get me off the swing. I gotta save him. I'm just gonna swing for eternity. Sarah. I don't know how to get off the swing. Look at my foot. Space? No? Anything? Maybe if I swing really high. Forget dinner, we don't need that. Oh wait, am I the brother who's gonna die? Oh, I think so.
I told him going around was impossible.
Not for me, baby.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
This kid's already got a broken leg.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
This is a dangerous
I think he'd already
spot.
made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Okay, I should not laugh, but he went off. He went to space.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do
Oh,
the
he was
exact
only
same thing.
11. He's just a little lad. Honestly, we've all done that. You know, done a flip on the swing and you don't land it quite right. So he just got a death of like a normal death, just child neglect, and he swung too
After
high.
the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Oh. I mean,
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
that's sad. That's pretty sad. Secret tunnel. Oh. Squeak.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Man, which way do I go? I'm picking the Bigfoot room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Okay. that her bra? Just leave it out, brah. This house is pretty weird. I don't know what else to say. Look at him. Urgh. We love a good Bigfoot.
I never
Barbara.
thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
After what? Losing her movie deal? Okay, that's really gross. Oh, Barbara was a smoker.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Do what? Okay,
Oh,
Barb.
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
At
But in
16?
a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Oh no.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Uh-oh.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I don't think I like this. I'll beat the cannons. Can I go? Okay. Oh, what was that? No, okay, I'll just go for it. Oh no.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I wish I didn't find this room, I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, scared myself. I don't.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh.
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I'm
Then
not
act
scared,
furious.
Rick.
All I'm
I'm
getting from you now is that
lost.
you're hurt and confused.
Sorry.
And
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late
That's just
Picture Show.
mean. He needs
Hours
that.
Later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
You're dead, Walter. Why still got the crutch? Alright, how do I get up there? Oh look, that door's not blocked off. I know it's not where I need to go. What's this scaring me for? Oh, this is the Uncle Walter.
Walter, are you there?
Y'all see that face, right? I'm about to hit some little kid.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Man. What happened to Walter? Walter.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I like that floating chair. Back to the murder mystery.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's her ear.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
A happy ending? For who? It says she was 16, but she was smoking? I don't know if I like that cat clock. I don't... That was so stressful. And for what? What was Barbara reading here? It's like the red carpet. What was that? The same thing was over here. The red carpet. The red carpet. Is there another one? Another one? Come on, come on. One more red carpet. That's all I want. It's fine. The red carpet. The red carpet. Barbara Street is dead on the red carpet. Well, Barbara, I guess you got. Rest in peace, Barb. Just zoom in on old Bigfoot here for a second. Well, we learned more about two of the family members this time. Calvin, who soon shot off into outer space, and then Barbara, who was murdered by the monsters. I don't know where this game's ever going, because I feel like it's like, you know, it's like, oh, tragedy, girl with, you know, crazy imagination, monster got her, and then the little boy, he just swung. So he swung too close to the sun, so he died. And then Barbara, I don't know, like, you said she was only 16, right? And had a failed career. You have 16, you got the rest of your life, Barbara. Just chill out. Maybe if you would have watched your brother, you wouldn't have got murdered. So that's where I'm gonna wrap up episode 2. If you guys are enjoying this series, please let me know. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and in the next episode I'm gonna take a guess. Let's maybe learn about Gus. I don't know who's next because I've never played this game, but I'm gonna hope it's Gus. I'm shooting for you, Gus boy. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Welcome to episode 3 of What Remains of Edith Finch. Finally took 3 episodes, but I got the title right. So in the last episode, we learned what happened to poor little Calvin, the 11-year-old who shot off into space, and Barbara, the poor star, who got murdered by monsters. Last time I really was hoping that we would learn who Gus is. You know, you can always hope. I'm hoping for Gus this episode. Anyways, let's get into it. So we wrapped up. We were here in Barbara's room looking at old Mr. Yummy, big old Bigfoot. Oh, that floor is creaky. Yeah, there's nothing else here, so let's crawl back into our little tunnel. I'm pretty sure that's how I'd feel this.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, because, yeah, the ear was in there. That's so gross. Let's break on out. But we did learn that if we turn the thing enough, it gives us the key to the basement. So,
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Oh. Okay, that's kind of sad.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Odin. Father Odin. I bet that's why they named him Odin.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Where do we come out at? Is this the main staircase coming up? Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. I just don't... It doesn't feel like we went that way. You know what I mean? I wanted Gus, so let me go with my gut instinct here. Gus sounds like somebody who would be in the attic.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Dang. So we can't go to the 3rd floor yet. Let's check one of these. Can we look in?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay, and whose room was this? Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh wait, that's the bathroom. Gregory lived in the bathroom? Okay, yeah, we were okay.
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Well, that made it sound like the brother was dead in the room for 7 years. Alright, I get it. I'm supposed to go to the magic box. Not music box. Whatever you want to call it. It's probably why they have to get a new coffee table, is because the crazy guy fell off of it. You're really taking your time to get down these stairs. Ugh, so many creepy noise. So many creepy noises. We'll turn it, we'll turn it, we'll turn it. Oh, but the basement was creepy. You remember that time I was down here with a cane and I just hit literally everything? That was a good time. That Pepto-Bismol. that is not Pepto-Bismol. Oh, there's the table where he either lost like his fingers or his hand or something. Remember,
Mom
kids.
said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Remember, saw safety. I'll turn it on. No, okay. That's a interesting way to make a canvas, I guess, is to just cut up a log like that. It'd be really fun to do. That wind. Look at a little gnome. I'm gonna call him Jeremy. Oh, is it the dragon that killed him? Probably the model. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've been paying attention, but I don't remember the order of how the family tree actually goes. Oh, hold on. So we got Odin, then he has Edie, then it branches off to Walter, and then Sam, and that's his kids. And then it goes up here to Gus and Gregory, Don. Maybe I just don't understand how family trees work. What's a family? Let's go back in here, because that's where the refrigerator
I saw
is.
Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay. Nosy.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Is there a whole generator down here? Okay.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Uncle Walter's gonna be a crazy cave dweller,
She
man.
said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
They had a whole
If
bunker?
there's a pattern in all these stories,
Y'all had all this food and you're eating Chinese and canned sardines? Peanut butter. That's crazy.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Eating peaches?
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Who is this voice actor?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Man loved his peaches.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Bro, I don't know about that. Every day you woke up and you had peaches for 30 years, Walter, and you just decide, oh, okay, a week and then no shaking, so might as well leave. Dude, I don't know what you were hiding from, but let's go on get it. Yeah, okay. I feel like those supplies did not look like a man lived down there for 30 years. Like, it looked untouched. Maybe he just had more peaches in the back.
I know it's out there somewhere.
I mean, most of this is untouched. Dude, how much did you have down here?
Whatever killed Barbara.
Uh-huh. Whatever killed Molly.
Molly.
Oh my goodness.
And Calvin.
No, Calvin, that was his fault. That was just straight up actually his parents' fault. You guys neglected Calvin. He already had a broken leg. He swung straight up into the sky. Oh, is this your trash pit? Your poop pit, maybe? Is there... No, I'm not gonna question you too much, buddy. Let's get out of here.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
So the takeaway is you can only eat peaches for 30 years before you get tired of them.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Okay. I feel like that's literally what I'm gonna look like when I'm 50.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Well, at least Walter worked out every day. It's over here, Walter. Okay, that's sad. Sorry, Walt. That's a little gross, drying your plates in there, but I won't judge you. Where's all these peaches? Oh, I guess the peaches made up maybe the top shelf. Man. All right, let's.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Hiding in the basement?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
What a phrase.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I don't know. That's where Walter went, and he got hit by a train. You know that stinks. That's stanky.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Okay, who's the other
I
one?
found out what happened to everyone else.
Who's the other one still alive?
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
The thing Walter loved killed him. Oh, is that the connection? This family's cursed to die by the things that they love. I love margaritas. Wait. Where's the train track? I want to know what that is blinking out there. Is it just a buoy? Alright. Oh. Time to give it a wraparound.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Girl, don't say that.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Does this mean Edith has like a daughter? Oh man, this is just so
The history
captivating.
you're a part of.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a belly bump, isn't it? That's why she's visiting, is she's pregnant. She's pregnant.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
She's writing it like she's dead. Oh.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Okay. Man. From having a good time to a sad time. I don't think this was a real dock. I would not be walking on it. Look at the moon, and you take the moon.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Aw, this is the swing from the little boy. He's he swung and he flew and he flew and he died. Oh, they wrapped the chair up so nobody else could.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
It's a nice bicycle.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
I don't want to go to no cemetery now.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Let's read these names. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. That's rough. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. No names. Bailey. Oh, that plant scared me. Bob, Shadow, Christopher. That's a me. Shadow, Shotzi. If I said that wrong, don't say that I said it wrong. I said it
Sven
right.
built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
How are they buried? Like vertical? Like straight up? We got old little Molly. Oh. Calvin. Just, he flew too high. Sven. Edie. That's just kind of creepy. Walter. Oh my goodness, look, Walter's just a little guy. Looking out. Barbara, that's the sad. You can see who got the least amount of effort.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
High five.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, that's the monument. Okay. We're all looking at Odin, I guess. Let's go see him.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's crazy.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Oh, there's no death day. Huh.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
The story just has so much weight to it.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ah, I called it. Yeah, girl, you're pregnant and you're doing this. I call a CPS on you.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
I really like the cooler. Man, this is just such a cool house. It's your milk chime.
They were both pretty intense.
It's a burr. I don't like that it's like somebody just got out of bed. It's got an axe by the table. Okay. Can we at least shut this door? I feel like we're gonna leave everything open. He's one cool looking dude. Oh.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
Aw.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
This is too wholesome.
Definitely
Probably should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh,
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old log.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
where's it at? Oh.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh. Oh, okay, okay. I get it. I gotta run up
Sorry,
there.
Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Why? I just... I'm a little speechless. That was so wholesome, and then it just... Bah! That's what you get for trying to kill animals, I guess. Man, I don't know about that. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap up episode 3. That was just crazy. I mean, we didn't get to Gus, but I forgot about Gus. I mean, Walter living in the basement, and then we've got Sam, you know, just being wholesome with his daughter and knocked off the mountain. I don't know if you guys are experiencing this game the same way that I am, since I'm like the one playing it, but it's just like a roller coaster of emotion. And maybe because I'm immersed in the sound right now, it's just crazy. Well, I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. I'll see you then. Welcome back to episode 4 of What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, we're a couple episodes in, and we've learned a lot about this family tree. We still haven't made it to Gus, but I think this is the episode for Gus. So if you've been a Gus fanboy, it might be Gus's time to shine, baby. The last episode was a lot. I don't know about you guys, but it got real wholesome, and then bam, dead, and it's just kind of, you know, crazy. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the action. So like I said, we were here in Sam. We learned about his death, and then yeah, that was kind of crazy. He looks
Sam
like...
spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
That's me right there. I love photography, but when you take a picture of me, I'm gonna run. Oh, creepy door. I feel like I always jump straight through the door without looking in the room. So I'm gonna look in the room a little bit.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay. Whoa. Gonna bait a squirrel. This picture's been in the house a lot. I don't know how many times we've seen it total. But it's been a lot. Alright, let's see. K. Okay. Guys, I don't know about you, but these noises, they get me. I feel like there's just always a lot of random things left all around this. I guess that would be a cool skylight, but you know once the sun comes up in the morning, you got to get up. Alright. I like your room, Sam. I like your cut, G.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, sounds like it. Oh, Finch control. I do not like that. Look at that. Why would you put that in a baby room? That was near identical. Can't say otherwise. Girl, you might want to steal some of this. You're gonna need it. Well, it's not stealing if it's yours. That's just so crazy. That's their old house, and they just went as close as possible, as like as close as possible, and built the new one. Gregory. Oh, this is like a whole nursery. Gregory and Dawn. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't. Oh, Gregory died as a baby?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, the music. Oh. I am the frog. Ribbit?
Watching's over, Gregory. It's time to...
You told me you left a whole baby in this big
Hold on,
tub
sweetie.
by itself? Oh, this is how the baby dies, huh?
Hello?
You're just a bad mom.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
This is so much fun. You see, that sounded gargle. He's literally drowning. Your baby is drowning.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
This is literally so
Lost in his
sad.
Imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
I want to get the whale. Yeah.
Sure made him happy.
They made such an enchanting moment out of a kid dying. Oh. Okay. No, I get it. I get it.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Oh, did he not drown?
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Oh, he did. He did.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Man, I don't know how to feel about this. Am I still the frog? Oh no, he turns it back on.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I don't want to play anymore. Man, that's sad. This game, man. That's sad, dude. They just made me. They just made me play a baby drowning in a bathtub.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
Oh, we're at Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, I killed him. This is a lot harder than it looks, by the way.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Come on, Gus. I've been waiting for this. I waited 4 episodes for you, Gus. Oh, and this is literally the hardest part in the game so far.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Are there more words somewhere?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Go Gus.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
My boy Gus about to get struck by lightning.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
That's like a
Out there on the
jellyfish.
beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Guess
She never
just
talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
he just got blown away. Well, Gus, maybe if you would have listened. Can I slide down that pole? Probably shouldn't do that as a pregnant lady. I don't know. Don't you tell me she's gonna climb this.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Fly to India pack. Haha, look, you can't go down the pole. Best part of the game. Now I gotta climb all the way back up. Worth it. I forgot where the camera was.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Yeah, I guess his family's just cursed.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
This is why they had all that potting soil.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Man, this is just so cool, but like in a sad way too.
But it didn't last.
I'm sure not. Oh.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Why is there paint everywhere? That's so cool.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
But he just said bye.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
What if he actually just walked through the painting, huh? Milton's just in Narnia.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Now this is a bedroom.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I wonder what it smells like. Man, how did he die?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. Could feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
This is
It seemed very
crazy.
promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
This is really hard to do both.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Okay, I love the choice there.
The queen was on her own quest for
serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Whoa.
He followed the sound of her
guitar.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is too much.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Bro, just get a different job.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
I feel like I need to wave.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. his queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
I don't want to.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Man, that was rough. Oh my goodness. I feel like that was just that was a lot. I don't know. I felt like I said in the last episode, with the headset on and looking at my screen right here, I feel so immersed in this game. And it's just like it's hard to describe, but that was a lot. This game, man. It is literally a roller coaster of emotion. We finally learned about Gus. But, wow. That's just... Whew. Man, this... And it seems like we're getting close to the end of the game. So this is where I'm going to wrap up episode 4. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Welcome to episode 5 of What Remains of Edith Finch. And this will probably be the last episode, because where we left off in episode 4, we filled out the family tree. Now, like I've stated, I've not played this whole game before, so I'm only guessing that this is kind of probably where it's all gonna wrap up. So this one might be longer than normal, or it might be shorter than normal. We'll see. Either way, let's go ahead and jump into the game. So where we left off, it was really sad. Man, this game really makes you feel all sorts of different emotions. We were in the older brother's room, and we just saw how he met his demise.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
There you go. I really like this bedroom too. It's such a cool vibe. I don't think I'm ready for this.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I really don't know what to expect or what this game's gonna bring. I just know I'm not ready.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
They didn't even finish packing.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I don't think I'm ready, but... Oh, was that Buzz Lightyear?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Whoa, this is crazy.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, are we going to the old house?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-oh.
I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
The gate works fine.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
We just left her?
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Man.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
This is what I think it is.
I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Did I just get birthed? What? No, I wanted to know the rest of the story about the grandma. Huh. You know, if you would have told me I was gonna get birthed at the end of this game, I don't think I would have believed you. I'm trying to process how I feel about that. It was a good game. It was a really good game, and I really enjoyed certain aspects of it. The storytelling, the emotional roller coaster. I'm sure I missed a lot of like Easter eggs and details. But I don't know how I feel about that ending. I guess it left on the assumption she died during childbirth. I guess I just wanted more. This is leaving me with a very weird and difficult feeling, I guess. Not that the game like built it up to have like a better explanation, but maybe that's the whole point, is it just left it in the dark. I'm gonna have to give it a 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I really did. This is, you know, the first time that I've played all the way through a game in a very long time. But I think I'm disappointed in the ending. Kind of a neat way to have a credit screen, though. I still feel pretty weird about him only eating peaches the entire time he was down there for 30 years. Yeah, 10 out of 10 on the credit screen. The end. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any more games like this that you want me to play, just leave a comment down below. See you guys next time.